segment of lecture 3, and we will move on to Kana typing 2. We will first look at Japanese adverbs of degree, which are used with adjectives and adjectival nouns, and such as very, considerably, and so on. Then we will review some sentences that use a noun plus copula. I hope you remember copula, des, that is placed after nouns. So at the end of this video, you'll be able to identify and describe things around you, mainly using a noun plus des. Okay, let's talk about adverbs of degree. If you want to say something is, let's say, big, like ヨーク大学は大きいです。York University is big. You may like to add とても、very, and say ヨーク大学はとても大きいです。随分 indeed or かなり considerably might be another option, as in 随分大きいですね。とても is a generic term, whereas 随分 indicates the speaker's assessment. It is indeed big. Or かなり大きいです。Quite, considerably big. And these adverbs are always used with an affirmative statement. You may also like to say not so or not at all. For instance, interesting. あまり面白くありません。or 全然面白くありません。Not at all interesting. These adverbs are always used with negative forms. So examples of adverbs used in the sentences with adjectives would be とても高いです。かなり高いです。高かったです。And not 高いでした。So be careful. あまり高くありません。not 高いじゃありません。So be careful. And 全然高くありませんでした。So those were adverbs of degree, but we also have adverbs of frequency that are used with verbs. You are familiar with いつも always, or 毎日 every day, as in いつも or 毎日テレビを見ます。I always or every day watch TV. よく for often, and 時々 for sometimes. These adverbs are always used with affirmative form of verbs. For negatives, it is the same as adverbs of degree. あまり not so often, and 全然 not at all, not at all. And you place these adverbs before the negative form of verbs. So examples of sentences with adverb and verb would be something like 毎日よく or 時々日本語を勉強します。or あまり日本語を勉強しませんでした。or 全然日本語を勉強しませんでした。Now, this is a review about noun plus copula des. I'll show you those examples from the lecture notes. So if you're identifying a building as a bank, you say, あれは銀行です。Over there. The copula des has two functions here. One is the copulative element. You must add des to a noun because you cannot end a sentence with a noun alone. The other function is to add formality. For the negative form, you change this to では or じゃありません。As in 先生じゃありません。Someone is not a teacher. Do you remember the past tense of des? Yes, でした。as in 子供でした。past negative. 学生じゃありませんでした。Once again, please remember to distinguish noun plus copula and adjectives that conjugate themselves. And of course, the verbs in master form. Okay, so that is it for lecture 3. And please go to the Kana Typing 2 video. Please do, because I'm going to explain not only about typing, but how